Hello friends and fellow bakers, it's Chef Tom from ChefInstructorTom.com. How are you doing? Great to see you back again this week. Today is a first in a series of, which should be a good long series of quick tips on baking. We're not baking any food today, we're going to just talk about mise en place. Mise en place is a concept in professional cooking that says we get organized physically and mentally before we begin cooking. We get our tools ready, we get our ingredients ready and measured, we prepare our minds to cook. It's everything in its place. That's as simple as that. Now, we've all begun a dish only to find out that we did not have a certain ingredient on hand that the recipe called for. And then we have to stop the recipe and either go get the ingredient or figure out what to do next. The first thing you do in mise en place is make sure you have all your ingredients before you begin. I like to use little small bowls and ramekins to put each ingredient in. I can check each one off on a checklist and see if I have all my ingredients before I start. Some projects might have incremental steps to be done before mixing. This might include the sifting of dry ingredients, or maybe there's a pre-ferment that you have to start the day before. Do this early in the process. Make sure you have all the tools to do the project. Do you have the right pan? Do you have that utensil that makes the portioning go a little easier? Get all those out before you start mixing too. You may not need all of them, but it's way easier if you have the tools right in front of you rather than having to search for them while you're mixing. This step might include preheating the oven so it's ready to go when you're done mixing. Often you might start mixing something without the time to do it. You don't realize that you don't have enough time when you start, but if you back time to when you want the dish to be completed, you're going to have enough time every single time. If you don't have enough time for the whole project in one day, see if you can break it into sections so you can complete part one day and then the rest the following day. This is the way many breads are made. Some pastries might be made this way as well. Read through the entire recipe description before you begin. This is something that a lot of people don't do. If you read it away from the kitchen and read it thoroughly, you're going to pick up on things you might not get before you start mixing. Pick a nice comfortable chair. Take your time. The bottom line is to think before you bake. You'll have much more fun baking, and you'll end up with a much more satisfying product. Happy baking. See you next time.